In our city, the rich walk past the poor like they are invisible. There lived a father with tired hands and empty eyes. He worked in a factory just to keep his family alive. One morning, a rich man humiliated him and crushed his pride in front of everyone. The father stayed silent because his child needed food, not his pride. But the rich man did not know this. A truth from his own past was coming back to change everything. One truth. That was enough. Subscribe if stories like this touch you. The city was awake early. Cars moved fast. Horns were loud. People rushed to work. Street sellers shouted prices. The air felt hot and heavy. At the edge of the city stood a factory. It was big. It was old. Its gate was tall and hard. 2 guards stood there every day. Their faces showed no smile. Workers walked inside, one by one. Most wore old clothes. Some had torn shoes. Some looked sleepy. Some looked worried. Machines waited inside. They were loud. They were strong. They never rested. When they started, the ground shook. Musa walked through the gate. His shirt was old, but it was clean. His shoes were weak, but he walked with care. His face showed tired eyes, but his heart was calm. He greeted the guards softly. They did not answer. Musa had worked here for many years. He knew every machine's sound. He knew every corner. He knew every rule. He never shouted. He never argued. He never stole. He worked with focus. The pay was small, very small. But Musa stayed. At home, life was hard. His wife was sick. She coughed at night. Medicine cost too much. His daughter waited for him each evening. She was young. She was bright. She believed in her father. Musa believed too. He believed in respect. He believed in hard work. He believed God sees all things. Not far from the factory gate, a big car arrived. It was black. It was shiny. People stopped to look. The car door opened slowly. A man stepped out. His suit was clean. His shoes shined like glass. This was Mr. Cato, the factory owner, the rich man. He walked with pride. He did not look at the workers. He did not greet anyone. People feared him. They knew his temper. They knew his words were sharp. To him, money was power. To him, workers were tools. He believed fear brought control. Musa saw him from far away. He lowered his head, not in fear, but in respect. Inside the factory, machines started. Noise filled the space. Hands moved fast. Sweat dropped to the floor. 2 worlds worked under one roof. One world had power. One world had pain. They worked side by side, but they never touched. No one knew it yet, but a line had already been crossed. A moment was coming. A truth from the past was close, very close, and it was walking toward the factory gate.
My name is Cairo. Welcome to African Tales by Cairo. Today's story is very deep. Please subscribe.
The morning came with rain. Dark clouds covered the sky. Water filled the broken roads. Buses moved slow. People walked with wet clothes. Workers reached the factory late. Not very late, but late enough to feel fear. Musa walked fast. Rain soaked his shirt. His shoes slipped in mud. He held his lunchbox tight. At the gate, guards looked at him. They said nothing. They wrote his name. Musa ran inside. Machines were already loud. The floor was wet. The air felt cold. He reached his workplace. He tied his apron. He wiped his hands. He was ready. Then the noise stopped. One machine went silent. Then another. Soon, all stopped. A heavy silence fell. Footsteps echoed on the floor. Slow steps. Strong steps. Mr. Cato walked in. His suit was dry. His shoes shined. His face was tight. He looked around. He saw wet workers. He saw tired faces. His anger grew. "Lazy people," he shouted. "Always excuses." No one spoke. Heads went down. Mr. Cato walked closer. His eyes searched. Then they stopped. They stopped on Musa. "You," he said loud. "Come here." Musa froze. His heart beat fast. All eyes turned to him. He stepped forward. Slow steps. Wet shoes. Mr. Kato raised his voice. "You are late," he said. "You think time is free?" Musa tried to speak. "Sir, the rain." "Silence!" Mr. Kato shouted. Workers stood still. No one breathed. "You poor people are all the same," he said. "Slow minds. Slow hands." Musa looked down. His hands shook. Mr. Kato grabbed the lunchbox. Old, dented, light. He threw it to the ground. The lid broke open. Rice spilled out. Dry fish rolled away. A sound came from the workers. A soft gasp. Musa bent down fast. His fingers touched the food. They trembled. "Look at you," Mr. Kato said. "Beggar mind." Musa lifted his head. His eyes were wet. "Sir," he said softly, "my wife is sick. My child needs food." Mr. Kato laughed. A cold laugh. "Your problems are not my problems," he said. "Work faster. Or go back to your slum. Bye." The words cut deep. Musa stayed quiet. He picked his food. He wiped dirt away. Workers looked away. Some closed their eyes. Some felt shame. Mr. Kato turned. He walked off. Machines started again. Noise filled the air. But something was broken. Musa stood there, bent, silent. His chest felt heavy. His pride lay on the floor. He went back to work. His hands moved. But his mind was far. Above them, a glass window stood. An office floor. Quiet. From there, someone watched. Someone saw everything. And she did not look away. Subscribe. The story is not over. The office floor above the factory was quiet. Glass walls stood clear and cold. Air was cool there. No noise from machines. A young woman stood near the window. Her name was Zara. She was new. She was learning. Zara wore simple clothes. Not rich. Not poor. Just clean. She watched the factory floor below. She saw workers move fast. She saw fear on faces. Then she saw Musa. She saw the lunchbox fall. She saw food spill. She saw a man bend in shame. Her hands tightened. Her chest felt tight. She turned away. Then she turned back again. "Why does he speak like that?" she asked. A man stood near her desk. He was old staff. He knew the factory well. "That is how the boss is," he said. "He likes power." Zara looked again. She saw Musa return to work. Quiet. Broken. "Who is that worker?" she asked. The man sighed. "That is Musa," he said. "He is poor, but he is honest. He works hard." The man added, "He never steals. He never fights." Zara felt something move inside her. A memory. An old pain. She had seen this before. Long ago. In another place. She picked her notebook. She wrote one line. "Check Musa file." She did not know why, but her heart pushed her. The factory noise rose again. Life went on below. Zara walked to her desk. She opened the computer. She searched old records. Most files were new. Fresh. Clean. Then she found Musa's name. The file was old. Very old. Almost forgotten. She opened it. Dates filled the screen. Many years. No complaints. No warnings. Her eyes moved fast. She stopped. A note stood there. "Worker saved machine fire." Zara leaned closer. Her heart beat faster. She scrolled. Another note. "Loyal worker. Trusted." She frowned. Why was this man treated like dirt? She clicked again. A photo appeared. Two men stood side by side. One was Musa. Younger. Stronger. The other wore a suit. Kind eyes. Soft smile. Zara froze. She knew that face. That was Daniel Kato. The old owner. The father. Zara whispered. "No." Her hands shook. She had seen this man before. Not in person. In stories. Her mother used to talk about him. At night. With tears. Zara took a photo of the screen. Quick. Quiet. She closed the file. She looked around. No one noticed. She stood up slowly. Her mind was loud. Why did the sun forget this man? Why was truth buried? Zara walked back to the window. She looked down. Musa worked again. His back bent. His hands moved. He did not look up. Zara felt anger, but also fear. Some truths are heavy. Some truths are dangerous. She made a choice. She grabbed her bag. She turned off her desk light. Tomorrow, she would follow Musa, not as a boss, not as staff, but as a human, because some stories do not stay hidden forever. Subscribe. The past is waking up. The sun went down slowly. The city grew quiet. Lights came on one by one. Musa walked home after work. His body felt heavy. His steps were slow. The road to his home was narrow. Houses stood close. Children played in dust. People greeted Musa. He nodded back. He smiled a little. He reached his door. It was small. Paint was peeling. Inside, the room was dark. One bulb hung from the roof. It flickered. His wife lay on the bed. Her face was thin. Her breath was weak. "Musa," she said softly. "You are back." He forced a smile. "Yes," he said. "I am home." She tried to sit. He stopped her. "Rest," he said. A small girl ran to him. Her name was Ayo. Her eyes were bright. "Papa," she said. "You are late." He knelt down. He hugged her tight. "I had work," he said. "But I missed you." Ayo laughed. She held his hand. "What did you bring?" she asked. Musa reached into his bag. He pulled out a small snack. "Dry bread. Half piece. For you," he said. Ayo's eyes shined. She broke it in two. She gave him half. "Eat," she said. "You are tired." Musa turned away. His throat felt tight. They sat on the floor. They ate in silence. His wife watched them. Her eyes filled with tears. "You work too hard," she said. Musa shook his head. "It is okay," he said. But it was not okay. Later, Ayo slept. Her breath was soft. Her hand held his shirt. Musa covered her. He kissed her head. His wife slept too, coughing between breaths. Musa sat alone. The room felt small. The air felt heavy. His mind went back to the factory. The shouting. The food on the floor. His hands began to shake. He reached under the bed. He pulled out old papers. They were folded. Yellow. Worn. He opened one slowly. It was a letter. From many years ago. His eyes moved across the words. "Thank you," it said. "You saved lives. You saved this place." Musa closed his eyes. He picked another paper. A small photo fell out. Two men stood together. One was young Musa. The other smiled kindly. Musa touched the photo. His finger trembled. "You said never forget," he whispered. Tears fell. Slow. Quiet. He wiped his face fast. "No," he said to himself. "I must be strong." He folded the papers again. He hid them back. He stood up. He looked at his family. They slept in peace. They trusted him. Musa sat down again. He whispered to the dark room. "God sees," he said. "Truth sees." Outside, the night grew deep. A dog barked far away. Wind moved trash. Musa did not know this. But at that same time, someone else was awake. A light was on in an office. A file lay open. Old, forgotten, and a story long buried was about to rise. The factory was quiet at night. Most lights were off. Only one office stayed bright. Zara sat alone at her desk. Her bag lay on the floor. Her phone was silent. Outside the window, the city slept. Inside her mind, noise grew. She opened the worker files again. She typed Musa's name. The file loaded slow, very slow. She waited. The screen showed old records, dates from many years ago, before she was born. Zara leaned closer. Her eyes scanned each line. No warnings. No fines. No late reports. Only work. Only effort. She clicked another page. A red note appeared. Fire incident. Machine saved. Her breath stopped. She read the report. A machine overheated. Smoke filled the room. Workers ran away. But one man stayed. Musa. He cut the power. He pulled the hose. He stopped the fire. The report ended with one line. Worker prevented major loss. Zara sat back. Her hands felt cold. Why was this man treated like nothing? She kept reading. Another note appeared. Trusted by owner. Her heart beat fast. She scrolled down. A new section opened. Attached photo. Zara clicked it. The photo filled the screen. Musa stood beside another man. Both smiled. The other man wore a suit. His hair was gray. His eyes were kind. Zara knew him. Daniel Cato. The founder. The father. Her mouth opened. No sound came. She remembered her mother's voice. Daniel Cato was a good man. Her mother used to say. He helped people. Zara felt a chill. She checked the date. The photo was taken long ago. Before Daniel died. Why did the son forget this? She opened another page. There was a note in small words. If this man is ever forgotten, this factory will lose its way. Zara read it twice. Her heart dropped. She looked at the time. It was late, but she was not done. She took her phone. She took photos of the screen. quick and quiet. She closed the file. She cleared the screen. She stood up slowly. The office felt different now, heavy, full of truth. Zara grabbed her bag. She walked to the door. Then she stopped. She looked back at the desk. This was no longer about work. This was about justice. Outside, the night air was cool. Streetlights glowed weak. Zara walked to her car. Her steps were firm. Tomorrow, she would not stay silent. But first, she needed more. She needed to see Musa's life. Not on paper, but with her own eyes. She started the engine. The city lights moved past her. A plan formed in her mind. Tomorrow evening, she would follow Musa home, and the truth would walk with her. Subscribe. The hidden file is open. Zara waited near the factory gate. The sun was low. Workers walked out tired. Musa came out last. His shoulders were bent. His steps were slow. Zara stayed back. She did not call him. She followed from far. Musa walked through busy streets. Cars passed fast. Dust rose with each step. Zara followed in her car. Slow, careful. Soon, tall buildings faded. Roads broke apart. Houses grew smaller. Children played near drains. Goats walked free. Music came from old radios. Musa greeted people. He smiled. They smiled back. "Good evening, Baba," someone said. He nodded. "Good evening," he replied. Zara watched closely. People respected him, even with nothing. Musa reached a small house. Paint was peeling. The door was weak. He opened it slowly. He stepped inside. Zara parked nearby. Her heart beat fast. She walked to the door. She raised her hand. Then she knocked. Soft. Slow. The door opened. Musa stood there. His eyes widened. "Yes?" he asked. Zara spoke gently. "My name is Zara," she said. "I work at the factory." Musa froze. Fear crossed his face. "Did I do wrong?" he asked. Zara shook her head fast. "No," she said. "I came to say sorry." Musa looked confused. He stepped aside. "Please," he said. "Come in." The room was small. One bulb hung low. The air felt warm. A woman lay on the bed, thin, weak. A girl sat near her, bright eyes, hopeful smile. "This is my wife," Musa said. "And my daughter." Zara nodded. She smiled at them. "Thank you for coming," the wife said softly. Zara felt her chest tighten. They sat on the floor. No chairs. Zara looked around. Clean, but poor. She spoke slowly. "I saw what happened," she said. "At work." Musa lowered his head. "I am used to it," he said. Zara shook her head. "No one should be," she said. "One. No. One." Silence filled the room. Zara looked at Musa. She chose her words. "I saw your file," she said. "Your old file." Musa looked up fast. "You should not," he said. "I saw the photo," Zara added. Musa's face changed. Pain rose in his eyes. Zara spoke soft. "I want to understand," she said. Musa stayed quiet. His daughter watched him. Her eyes asked questions. Musa took a deep breath. "Long ago," he said, "I worked for a good man." Zara leaned forward. "He treated workers like family," Musa said. "He knew our names." Zara listened. Musa's voice shook. "He helped me when my first child died," he said. Zara felt tears rise. "He saved my job," Musa continued. "He saved my life." Zara whispered, "What was his name?" Musa paused. The room went still. He said the name slowly. "Daniel Cato." Zara's heart jumped. Her breath stopped. The past had a face now, and it was standing between them. Zara did not speak. The name stayed in the air, heavy, quiet. "Daniel Cato," Musa said again. Soft, careful. Zara felt weak. She held the floor with her hand. "That was your boss?" she asked. Musa nodded. "Yes," he said. "He was a good man." Zara swallowed hard. She knew this name well. "My mother worked in his house," she said. "She was a cleaner." Musa looked up, surprised. "She used to talk about him," Zara said. "At night, when we had no food." Musa listened. "She said he helped poor people," Zara said. "He paid school fees." He listened. Musa's eyes filled with tears. "That is who he was," he said. Musa took a deep breath. Then he spoke again. "One day," he said, "there was an accident." Zara leaned closer. "A machine broke," Musa said. "It fell. Mr. Daniel was inside," he said. He could not move. Musa closed his eyes. I ran, he said. I pushed the machine. I pulled him out. Zara covered her mouth. He would have died, Musa said. But God helped me. Musa paused. After that, he said. He called me brother. Zara's heart beat fast. He said this factory stands on loyalty, Musa said. Not money. Musa looked down. Before he died, he said. He called me. Zara felt cold. He held my hand, Musa said. He was weak. Musa's voice shook. He said, if my family ever forgets you, this place will lose its blessing. Zara felt tears fall. She did not wipe them. That is why I stayed, Musa said. Even when things changed. Zara understood now. Everything. The son, she whispered. He does not know. Musa shook his head. He forgot, he said. Or he chose to forget. Silence returned. Zara stood up slowly. Thank you, she said, for telling me. Musa nodded. It is heavy, he said. Zara looked at the small room, at the sick woman, at the bright child. She felt shame. She felt anger. This must stop, she said. Tomorrow. Musa looked worried. No, he said. Please. I need this job. Zara held his hand. I will not hurt you, she said. I promise. She turned to leave. At the door, she stopped. My mother used to say, she said, truth is slow, but it never dies. Musa nodded. Zara stepped outside. The night air felt cold. Her heart felt hot. Tomorrow, she would stand before power, not with anger, but with truth. And one truth was enough to shake everything. Morning came fast. The factory yard filled early. Workers whispered to each other. Something felt different. Zara stood near the office door. Her face was calm, but her heart beat hard. She had not slept. The night stayed in her eyes. She walked to the meeting hall. She asked for all staff to come. Her voice was firm. Workers looked confused. Meetings were rare. Musa stood at the back. His hands were tight. Fear sat in his chest. Mr. Cato arrived late. As always, his car stopped near the door. He stepped out proud. His face showed no care. He walked into the hall. He frowned. Why is everyone here? He asked. Who called this? Zara stepped forward. I did, she said. Mr. Cato looked at her, annoyed. Make it fast, he said. We have work. Zara nodded. Yes, she said. This is about work. And respect. The room grew quiet. Zara spoke slow. Clear. A factory is not walls, she said. It is people. Some workers lifted their heads. When people lose respect, she said, work dies. Mr. Cato laughed. Is this a lesson? He asked. Zara did not answer him. She turned to the workers. Many of you work hard, she said. You come early. You leave late. Murmurs filled the room. Some of you are treated like tools, she said. Not humans. Silence fell. Musa looked down. Zara took a breath. Today, she said, I will show you something. She pressed a button. The screen came on. A photo appeared. Two men stood side by side. One was young, strong, honest. The other wore a suit, gray hair, kind eyes. The room gasped. Musa froze. Mr. Cato stepped forward. What is this? He asked. Zara spoke. This photo's from years ago, she said. Inside this factory, she pointed. This man, she said, is Musa. Whispers spread. Zara turned to the other face. And this man, she said, is Daniel Cato. The room went still. Mr. Cato's face changed. His mouth opened. That is my father, he said. Zara nodded. Yes, she said. She picked a paper. This report is old, she said. It was written after a fire. She read aloud. A worker stayed back. He saved the machine. He saved lives. Zara looked up. That worker was Musa. Murmurs grew louder. Musa's hands shook. Zara lifted another paper. These are your father's words, she said. Written by his hand. She paused. If this man is ever forgotten, this factory will lose its way. Zara lowered the paper. Mr. Cato felt weak. He held the table. The room waited. Zara looked straight at him. Sir, she said, this man was not just a worker. Her voice was steady. He was your father's brother. Every breath stopped. All eyes moved to Mr. Cato. No one spoke. The truth stood naked. In the middle of the room, the hall stayed silent. No sound came from the machines. Even breathing felt loud. Mr. Cato stared at the screen. Then he looked at Musa. Then away again. His face changed. The pride slowly slipped. "That is not possible," he said. His voice was low, not strong. Zara did not argue. She stood calm. "I wish it was not," she said. "But it is true." She walked closer. "Your father trusted this man," she said. "He did not trust many people." Mr. Cato shook his head. "My father never spoke of this," he said. Zara nodded. "He believed actions speak," she said, "not stories." Workers leaned forward. They listened with open hearts. Zara turned to them. "For years," she said, "you have worked with fear." Some workers nodded. Some looked at the floor. "You were shouted at," she said. "You were insulted." Murmurs spread. "You were treated like tools," she said, "not humans." Silence returned. Zara faced Mr. Cato again. "Since respect died here," she said, "this factory started to fall." Mr. Cato frowned. "What do you mean?" he asked. Zara spoke slowly. "Machines broke," she said. "Orders failed. Workers left." She paused. "These things did not happen by chance." Mr. Cato felt a weight in his chest. He remembered the losses, the broken days, the anger. Zara lifted another paper. "These words are from your father," she said. She read slowly. "A place without honor will never stand strong." Mr. Cato closed his eyes. Zara looked at Musa. "This man stayed," she said. "When many left." Musa raised his head. "I stayed because I promised," he said. "I gave my word." His voice was soft, but steady. The workers watched him, with new eyes. Zara stepped closer to Mr. Cato. "Sir," she said, "you did not just insult a poor worker." She paused. "You insulted the man your father called brother." The words struck hard. Mr. Cato felt his knees weaken. He held the table, his eyes filled with tears. "I did not know," he whispered. Zara answered gently. "Not knowing is not the same as caring," she said. The hall reacted. Gasps. Whispers. Mr. Cato looked small now. Very small. He looked at Musa again. He saw tired eyes, old pain, quiet strength. Memories rushed back. His father's voice, soft, kind. "Respect the worker," his father used to say. "They carry your future." Mr. Cato swallowed hard. "I forgot," he said. Zara stepped back. "The truth has spoken," she said. The hall waited. Would pride fight back, or would it fall? Mr. Cato took a step forward. Then another. He stood in front of Musa. His hands shook. All eyes stayed on him. This moment would decide everything. Not money. Not power. Only truth. And truth never bows to pride. Mr. Cato stood in front of Musa. The hall stayed quiet. No one moved. His hands shook. His eyes were wet. Slowly, he bent his head. "I am sorry," he said. His voice broke. The words shocked everyone. Mr. Cato bent down. He reached for the old lunchbox, the same one he had thrown. He cleaned it with his hand. Careful, respectful. He stood up. He gave it back to Musa. "I was wrong," he said. "I forgot who I am." Musa looked at him. His eyes were calm, not angry. The workers watched. Some cried. Some smiled. Mr. Cato turned to everyone. "I failed you," he said. "I ruled with pride, not with respect." He took a deep breath. "From today," he said, "this factory will change." People leaned forward. "No more insults," he said. "No more fear." He looked at Musa again. "This man," he said, "saved this place once." He paused. "From today, Musa will be our safety leader." The room gasped. Musa shook his head. "Sir," he said softly, "I only want peace." Mr. Cato nodded. "You will have more," he said. He spoke again. "My company will pay for your wife's care," he said. "She will get treatment." Musa's breath stopped. "And your daughter," Mr. Cato added, "will go to school." Tears fell from Musa's eyes, not from pain, from relief. Musa stepped forward. "I forgive you," he said. The room felt warm. When a man kneels before truth, Musa said softly, "Even the poor must help him stand." Mr. Cato bowed his head again. Workers clapped, slow at first, then loud. Zara watched from the side. Her eyes shined. The machines stayed silent, but hearts were loud. Later that day, the factory felt different. Workers smiled. Guards greeted people. Musa walked with calm steps. Not proud, just free. That night, he went home early. His wife smiled. His daughter hugged him tight. You look happy, Ayo said. Musa nodded. Yes, he said. Truth spoke today. Outside, the city moved on. Cars passed. Lights blinked. But something had changed. The rich man learned a lesson. The poor man kept his dignity. Because true wealth is not money. It is how you treat the weakest person near you. Pride can build walls, but respect builds life. Remember this, the way you treat people today may be the truth that faces you tomorrow. Subscribe for stories that remind us what being human truly means.